The MA order may start from 0, 1, 2, 3. What you will do, you will estimate the ARMA 00. It will give you some value of information criteria, and we can write that value here. Suppose the value is I00, and we have written the value here. Then you will find I01, I02, I03, and similarly you can have I10 and so on. The last value would be I33. What you will do is to make the table of all of these values and then see what is minimum value of AIC. Suppose you have 0.7 here, 0.6 here, minus 1.2 here, minus 0.89 here, and the things like this. Now, among the values which are visible to you on the screen, what is minimum value? This thing is minimum. So it corresponds to AR1, AR2 and MA1. So the chosen order will be ARMA 21. AIC means archaic information criteria. Ji. What is RMSC? Root means scalar, right? Yes, this is the thing that we have to discuss next. Okay, so basically you don't need to make all this table. The software will do it automatically. In eViews you will plug in the data. The built-in mechanism of the eViews will make this table and will select the minimum AIC, and then it will decide. Okay, now what is AIC? As I have written, this is archaic information criteria, and there are some other criteria as well. For example, there is BIC. This is called Bayesian information criteria. This is sometimes termed as Schwarz Bayesian information criteria because it was invented by Schwarz. And then there is MAIC. This is modified archaic information criteria. And then there is Hanan-Quinn criteria. And there are many other criteria. And the root mean square error is also used as an information criteria.
Sometimes when we go for the next section, different criteria, for instance, you wrote that BIC, HQ, AIC, different criteria gave different values. Their styling are different. So what is the advantage to choose one of them?
This is the thing that I want to discuss right now. Basically, when we listen the term econometrics or statistics, the idea in our mind is there is data and there is methodology and there is result. There is no role of personal intentions and personal choices and all these kind of things. But actually this is not true. Even simplest choices cannot be made independent of your personal intentions. For example, suppose you want to choose one point summary of the data. We call central tendency. Should it be mean Should it be median, mode, trimmed mean? What it should be? What do you say? What is most appropriate? There is the role of your personal choices and personal intentions in all this analysis. The same is the case with choice of information criteria. I have said you that you can choose the leg based on three things: information criteria, general to simple methodology, and simple to general methodology. There are these three options. First, you have to decide one of these three. Then suppose you have decided that I will use information criteria. Then there are again choices. It could be AIC, BIC, HQ, RMSE, modified archaic information criteria, and there are other choices as well. Right? What is the most appropriate choice? The choice that comes into your mind. There is no hard and fast rule to decide between these two. And if you go into the details of this, you can spend lot of time in searching the appropriate criteria. You will not find a clear answer. You can design a study at your own to see what of these 7 criteria, 5 criteria is best, but after doing lots of analysis, you will find nothing. There are lots of scenarios, and in every scenario, the choice will become different. This is what is happening. Basically, as I have said you, this statistics and econometrics looks like objective thing. Actually, it is not objective. There is lot of subjectivity in this. There are lots of things which you decide on the basis of your intentions, on the basis of what you are thinking. As I have said you, even a simplest choice of central tendency is subject to your personal intention. Should it be mean or median? And if you go to complex phenomena, the choice will become complex again. And what is the most appropriate thing? The thing that comes into your mind. There is no objective criteria to choose among these criteria. There are some guidelines. Sometimes people say if you have small sample, use BIC. If you have large sample, use MAIC. But what actually happens if I do the reverse? There is no clarity. If you look into the literature, you will not find any good answer to all these things. But anyhow, there are number of information criteria. Suppose we have decided that I will use information AIC, then what we have to do? We have to make a table like this, and then among all these values, the point where value of AIC becomes minimum should be our choice. This is one way of choosing legs. The other ways, as I have told you, there are general to simple and simple to general methodology. Okay, so what are the general to simple and simple to general methodologies? Okay, so the simple to general says start with the smallest model. Suppose I am starting with ARMA 11. I have estimated the model, and then I am looking at the autocorrelation and partial autocorrelation, ACF and PACF. Okay. Suppose I found that there is autocorrelation or partial autocorrelation. What will I do? I will extend if ACF or PACF is significant. What you have to do, extend the model.